Oh, there's Colleen. Hey, Colleen and Jason.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you guys?
Good.
Congratulations again.
Thanks. Okay, so Grandma, here, put your elbows on the table. Are you the elbow police?
Elbow police wants to make sure there's no elbow.
He says no feet on the table. Elbows? What are the restaurant rules, Tommy?
Be neat, be quiet, and don't put your feet on the table.
Don't put your feet on the table. Right. Thank you. I'll try to remember. Do you think there's gluten-free food in the banquet?
Oh yeah.
On the buffet? Looks good.
Elbows?
Oh, elbows.
Most outstanding para-athlete for this year.
He was a Rio Olympian. He's been an Olympian any time there's been a Paralympic Games. He's been on it in the last four cycles of Olympic and Paralympic Games. Our winner for tonight will be Jason Dunkerley and guide Josh Brander. Jason, somebody help him up. Jason is a T11 disability with visual. Leading them up is his coach in the last few years, Ian Clark.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for this award. It's truly an honor, and I very much appreciate it. And Andy actually yesterday had reached out with a question about retirement, and it's something that I've been talking about privately with a few people. But this will be the first time that I've talked about it publicly. So it's something that I've been thinking a lot about, and certainly Colleen and I have ruminated a lot about it over the last few weeks and a couple of months since Rio. But as it is, the plan I think is for Josh and I to retire from international competition. It's hard to imagine sort of, as a younger athlete, you'll be at a point where you're contemplating retirement, but here we are. It's been an incredibly difficult decision, but it's one that I feel good about and that I feel at peace with. I've been here with the club since 2003, since moving here to Ottawa, and it's been a true privilege to be embraced by this by this community, by this family. It is so difficult for people with disabilities to break in and to break through. I have to really thank Ray Elric in particular. I don't know if Ray's here, but he really was the one I think that opened the door for me. When I came here in 2003 to join his group. I remember our first practice, and I came out and Ray said, listen, Jason's here. He needs a guide runner, and make sure you guys don't leave without him on the warm-up. And that kind of
don't run him into a pole, right?
Yeah. So that kind of set the tone, and the guys kind of knew that was a need that I had, going forward, I always had someone there to help me, and it made an incredible difference. And it sort of facilitated me, really being able to learn and grow and mature within the club. And I think through running and through sport, we have a chance to confront our weaknesses and our strengths, and to rise above them. And I think we learn so many lessons, intangible and tangible ones. We learn about discipline from consistent training. We learn about resiliency, and we learn about perseverance, and weathering highs and lows. And I think we also learn about grace in victory, and also dignity in defeat. And these are things that I've learned. As Ian, my current coach, has always said, sport done well is a proxy for life. And Ian and Josh and I have had the opportunity to travel all over the world, and really it's under Ian's coaching that I became a 5K runner from a 1500 meter runner, and despite all the traveling we've done, one of the most poignant coaching lessons I think that I remember is actually from a race here in Ottawa in 2012 when we were trying to qualify for the London Paralympics. It was a 5K, and it was sort of at the point about a kilometer to go, and at the point you start to really kind of tighten up, and you're really dealing with a lot of lactic acid. And Ian just said, Jason, chill out. I heard him say that from the side of the track, and it made a big difference. It just kind of got me to relax a little bit and open up my stride, and just loosen up. And we ended up kind of going on to set a personal best, and it really exemplifies, I think, just good coaching. The good coaching that we have here, and helping athletes to get somewhere. And that's what it really did for me in that moment. So I really want to thank Andy and Ken and the board for your stewardship of this organization, and in particular I want to thank Ray and Ian for your coaching, for taking me on and committing time and attention to me over the years. I want to thank Josh for really exemplifying what guide running is all about. Josh is ambitious, and he challenged me in a lot of ways and helped me to grow and really get the best out of my running, as a team. I want to thank the athletes that are here. Many athletes also that I've trained with who are not here, really for sharing the track and the fields, and really for sharing the whole experience of the track experience. Last but not least, I want to thank my family. We dragged Colin's dad here. He wasn't really planning on being here. He's driven me to so many track practices, and been there at the track to cheer us on. And I want to thank Colleen, because Colleen really has been there through so many of the ebbs and flows of my running, and many of you have probably heard her voice. It's louder than most voices from the side of the track. So I want to say that and I'm not going to be far away, and I want to encourage the young athletes here to really cherish health and fitness, to value your teammates of all abilities. I want you to be ambitious and confident, and trust your abilities, and don't be too hard on yourselves. It's a tough sport, but it's a beautiful one. So have fun with it. And lastly, running is it's an individual sport, but being part of a community like this one, you're never going to be on your own. So, thank you.
Jason Dunkley. We felt it very important that Jason began here, and he shared his moment of ending it here. Thank you, Jason. I'm going to ask our international team athletes here in the room tonight to come up and join Jason, our Rio Paralympian, and celebrate your presence here with us tonight. Big boy Tim Nettle, Rio shot put, come on up, and world indoor. Sekou Kaba, Rio 110-meter hurdles. Shawin McKinday, 4x1 relay. Pat Arbour, decathlon, Pan American combined event, 14 that made world stage this year. On the 4x1 relay for Canada, our coach Glenroy Gilbert, Josh Cassidy, wheelchair in Rio Paralympics. Krista Galloway, are you here? No. Kara Krista Galloway, World Junior Championships, and Siobhan Roxborough as well, World Juniors. Ladies and gentlemen, these are our international team athletes present with us tonight. Thank you, thank you.
Okay, moving on to most outstanding athlete in the road racing category.
There can only be one. There can only be one. He's the best guy in Ottawa, and he's not Big Joe Mufferaw. He's Tommy DeBrise. Tommy, come on up. And his dad, Peter. You won again, Tom. Up to the front.
I win.
Okay.
Those of you guys winning MVP awards tonight, you get an all-red shirt for representing the club. We got a red shirts at the end of the night for MVPs. We got black shirts for the bad boys of international competition. Tommy wants a black one. Everybody wants a black one.
Andy, your mic is too close to your mouth.
Oh, okay. How's that? How's that?
That's better.
My hearing aid.
You have a package.
Interfering.
You're a lucky guy, Tom.
How's that?
Come on, look.
That's better. Just not up to the mouth like this.
MC.
It's actually DJ Cash Money.
That was not dignified.
Hmm.
He thinks that's what he should say.
We got anything else before dinner?
It's on the screen.
Oh, sorry, yes. Outstanding combined events. He's owned it for the last several years. Pat Arbor, come on up. And Pat, whether you know it or not, has retired as well this year. As much as I don't want to do this, I think any athlete that's retiring deserves a mic for like at least 30 seconds, okay? Okay.
I can't follow Jason's speech, but many thanks to everyone in the room, specifically James Holder, believing in me, following me throughout this entire process. It's been an incredible journey. I wouldn't be anywhere close to where I am in my life goals right now if it weren't for this club and James Holder believing in me and putting the time and dedication that he did into the program, into the athletes that he comes to see every day in the week. I gotta hand it over to you here, Andy. I can't do much more. James, thank you so much for everything you do for us every day.
Pat Arbor.
What's in the box, Tommy? You want to open?
Pat's going on to police college, we hope.
Nice.
So if you ever get pulled over,
Beautiful.
Marla McInnes. And
Gluten-free and dairy-free?
Yep.
Yep. So Tommy, what movie, who says I win, I win, I win?
The Emperor's New Group 2000, Disney.
once again, if you are an
Emperor's New
MVP up till now or a President's Award winner,
So Tommy,
Yes, Mom?
when you said I win, I win, I win,
I win, I win, I win, I win!
yeah, what character were you imitating?
Kronk for the Emperor's New Groove game. The Emperor's New Groove Llama game.
So what does Kronk say? What's the scene?
I win, Kronk wins the winning race. And Kuzco, as a turtle form, throws a tantrum like Bootsy Barker and Finster Baby.
Oh, okay. So Krunk says I win, and who else says it? Does someone else say it?
Like Kuzco as a turtle says, I win, and Kronk throws himself on the ground and throws a tantrum like Bootsy Barker and Finster Baby.
Oh, okay. So when you were getting your award, you said I win, like Kronk?
Kronk.
What if you said it in Kronk's voice? How does it sound?
I win. I win. I win. Kronk. Kuzco as a turtle said, I win.
Yep.
You, just like you, or just like you, when you're looking so young like me. Okay.
Take off your suit.
Yes. I am sorry to yell at the chefs. I'm to yell at John to take the dishes and wash them, just like Cinderella's step family did to Cinderella.
Yes.